Ever since my Iron Man achieved 2277 total, I have been exploring the game as most mid-game Irons do. I've done some Gauntlet, Shamans, a lot of random skilling activities and unlocks, but after hitting max, I never had a clear goal. What is 789's next big milestone after achieving the world's fastest Iron Man max cape? Today, we are going to figure that one out. I won't say what it is yet, but remember, as a maxed Iron Man with nearly 0 PvM unlocks, just about any piece of content we do is progress. So the first thing that I've completed is the MA2 cape, finally getting that out of the way. This is the best in slot magic cape with a 2% damage buff, and while most people get it around 1400 total, we just finished ours. Thankfully, we also ran into no PKers. Next up, I wanted to do some TOA, and here's a fun fact about me. I have 0 experience with TOA in chambers, and then for the 3rd rate TOB, I have maybe 20 KC in leagues. I have 0 interest in learning TOA at this point of the account. However, one upgrade that killed me not having pre-max was the Divine Rune pouch, which holds 4 runes instead of 3. In order to receive this pouch, I needed to do some TOA for a 1 in 10 thread drop. The thread will drop at any invocation level, so I hit up a friend and we ran some 0 invocations with my ult plus him doing each room while my iron just sat outside. The final boss, however, would teleport my Iron Man in, and I would have to try to survive on 2 accounts. Is my iron about to be teleported in? Oh my god, my iron is in. Dude, I'm not ready for this. Thalic's dead, by the way. There's no saving him. Peace out, idiot. After that awful kill of me trying to survive on 2 accounts, but thankfully alive on the iron, we are in. And I got a Cache of Runes, which is a collection log item, so I guess that's a win. The next kill was infinitely smoother, because our kick chat thought of the 500 IQ method, which was follow on the Iron Man and only focus on playing the ult, which has the most DPS. And that was the second completion, this time with 0 deaths all around. Still no needle though. Kill number 3, good luck. Come on, give me a needle. Not on that account. Oh! Yes, I got it on my Iron Man! Freedom! Now that that upgrade is out of the way, I'm going to work towards Vorkath. As an Iron Man, I have to make my own anti-fires. My goal at Vorkath is to get head. Vorkath's head is dropped at a 1 in 50 rate, though it is guaranteed at 50 if you're not given it yet. The head can then be used on Ava's backpack for a permanent upgrade, making the Ava's assembler. Given that I don't have the best gear, I decided to play it safe and only do 1 kill trips in the beginning. The superior dragon bones that are guaranteed every kill can upgrade my anti-fires into super anti-fires, which will make Vorkath a lot easier to kill. Well, it should have made Vorkath easier. I either had really good RNG last kill or really bad RNG this one, but an easy 4-minute kill is still a kill. A little over an hour in, I was getting more consistent and managed about 16 kills per hour including the bank time. When considering how bad my gear is, I was pretty happy with this rate. And at 29 KC... Let's go! My Vorkath goal was now complete. Next up, it was time to do one of my favorite bosses, Zora. In terms of gear progression, my account is actually not ready for this. However, this clip was taken about a month ago, right after the elemental weakness changes. If that sentence confuses you, essentially there was an update that made a bunch of different NPCs weak to elemental spells, such as air, fire, earth, water. Zora happened to be one of the bosses that is now 50% weaker to fire. The spell, Flames of Zamorak from Mage Arena, has a maximum hit of 20. However, if you cast Charge once every 6 minutes, it makes it 50% stronger, so your max hit goes from 20 to 30. Now imagine your base hit at Zora with the charge spell active being 30. Now, on top of that base hit of 30, the extra 50% damage due to the Flames of Zamorak being a fire spell and Zora being weak to it, allows you to max hit Zora a 45 without any magic gear. You heard that right, a 45. I'm just rocking Mystics that I bought from the Mage Shop for 200k, which has no damage bonus. This of course did get nerfed, but it was in the game for a solid 7 days beforehand. I unfortunately joined the party late on day 6 due to having to grind every other piece of content, as I've done no PvM so far on this account. But I wanted to have some fun before the nerf, so I decided to send 100 kills and see if we could get lucky with a blowpipe or something. First kill back, and... nothing good, but a solid 2 minute and 20 second kill with my gear. This spell is just insane. For the most part, even though I have a ranged switch, I'm trying my best to only mage. This means that when Zora is in its mage phase, I tend to just hide behind pillars and let the phase pass. That way I don't take damage, plus in comparison, I don't do much DPS with range anyway. 10 KC already, and the sub 2 minute kills are starting to be a little more consistent. Kill number 80, good luck. Nope, still nothing. Wrapping up, looking at my 22.5 kills per hour this session, it definitely makes sense as to why this got nerfed. I have not done Bofa only Zora yet, but I'm pretty sure this is roughly the same, with pretty much no requirements to use this spell. That is 100 KC, and unfortunately no luck. I did not like doing too much of this before my Bofa, so I'm going to put this on hold for a while. I got another Black Demon task, so I made my way back to Demonic Gorillas. And at exactly 420 KC, we managed our first Zenite shard. I decided to turn my first Zenite into an Anguish, for faster Demonic Gorilla kills later on. Now that I had this upgrade for ranged, it was time to put it to test. While I have been going for a lot of upgrades in a seemingly random order for most of the videos so far, each item we get is still long-term progress. A Diary Cape is something that I want to own in my Iron Man, just for the reason that being already maxed, the Diary Cape may or may not be used in a lot of areas for QOL. So I'm doing 1000 Chompy kills for Elite Western Provinces. And not even 3 hours later, I finished up my 1000 kills and I was ready to complete the diary. And a few clog slots later, that was the longest step of Western Provinces complete. The Elemental Weakness update also made Mithril Dragons easier to kill, as they were 50% weaker to Earth spells. So I grabbed my Earth Surge runes and hope to get Chewy Bones, another annoying diary requirement for Kandarin. These guys have a rarity of 1 in 42 kills. KC number 6. I am out of here. I could not be bothered learning BA, and I needed level 5 all rolls to finish off Kandarin Diary, so I ended up leeching it. This step took a little over 2 hours, but that is the entire Kandarin Diary complete. As an Iron Man, the rewards from this diary will actually be pretty nice, as it slightly buffs the herb patch in Catherby's Harvest Life from 10% with the hard diary to 15% with Elite. When I go back to herb runs later on, I'm sure I'll appreciate this. The Falador Elite Diary also has a long-ish step that requires killing 1300 Black Knights. I was not a huge fan of making cannonballs as an Iron Man, but this is definitely an area where I would want to have them at. Because it is singles combat, if you get attacked by a Black Knight, your cannon won't attack anything else. So I placed 4 of my accounts around me to prevent the knights from attacking me, and I was just safe spotting with the magic short bow. A couple hours later, after killing 1300 Black Knights, I was able to buy a white 2-hand sword and finish off Falador Elite Diary. All the lamps that I've been getting from these go towards Herblore, as that is the slowest skill in an Iron Man and likely always will be. While working on all of this, I have slowly been chipping away at CG. Due to the fact that I cannot do long sessions without dying a handful of times, I try to do only about 10 to 20 a day. I'm now at 100 KC and still no armor or enhanced weapon seeds. Unfortunately, I just missed a recording, but at 119 kills, I finally got my first armor seed. Just as a reminder, I need 6 of these armor seeds and 1 enhanced weapon seed to complete what I want for now at CG. This makes me full crystal armor plus the Bofa. The armor seeds drop at a 1 in 50 rate, and the enhanced weapon seed is 1 in 400. A few days later, I hit 170 KC, and I just got my second armor seed. It was around this kill count that I started to accept the reality. Every single mid-game Iron Man wants to complete the Corrupted Gauntlet for the Bofa before starting their PvM adventures. The reason? The bow is just so powerful almost everywhere. Even in the position that my current account is in, it will make demonic gorillas faster, shamans would have been faster, it just straight up would have sped every single thing up. So I decided to lock myself in the Corrupted Gauntlet until we see a Bofa. And with this decision, it was time to make a clear list of goals for my Iron Man, and what I want to achieve in the next couple videos. First thing is first, I really want to get a diary cape on my Iron Man. This is my first ever account with a quest cape, which was the hardest diary requirement. So all I have to do now is finish the 2 remaining longer steps as an Iron Man. The Mauritania Elite requires me to wear a full Barrows set, which could potentially take a while. However, this will unlock me a new herb patch, which I will 1000% be using. Then, of course, the least favorite diary for a lot of people, getting the Calphite Queen head for the Desert Elite Diary. This rewards me the Desert Amy 4, which essentially gives me a better ornate pool for certain activities, which I am positive I will end up using. After the diary cape is done, stage 3 and 4 of my plan include finishing off my Zenites and getting basic magic and range gear. 2 big weapon upgrades that this includes are the blowpipe from Zora and the ancient scepter from Muspa. Both bosses where, guess what weapon I'll be using? The Bofa. Then, finally, the last stage of my current goal will be to achieve an Infernal Cape. Not counting leagues for obvious reasons, I have not done the Infernal Cape since 2020, when I went for my first one on my alt, with max gear. So this should be kind of fun and somewhat challenging. I mentioned earlier that the biggest reason I did not do a lot of Corrupted Gauntlet per day was because I'd get rusty and die, and maybe a little frustrated. So if I were to commit to grinding the Bofa, how do I get around that? This might sound silly, but I started to play the Corrupted Gauntlet 100% safe, and Hunlef started to look a little bit different. Look very closely. He started to look a little bit like some granite rocks. Being 180 kills in, the grind was finally getting comfortable enough to where this felt very similar to skilling. Similar to mining 10 hours a day, I'd simply turn my brain off and enjoy the content. Killing CG at this point was starting to give the same vibes. Because my account is so poor anyway, I don't need to focus on hoping to get the lucky 1 in 400 drop so that I can leave. Instead, I can just watch my kill count go up, while knowing that my bank account is also going up. And it started to be kind of an enjoyable grind. When you have maxed combats, the prep usually takes 16 fu with tier 1 armor when you know what you're doing, and you have a couple minutes left before you have to enter the boss. When I started doing longer CG sessions, I changed that up a little bit. I was still doing tier 1 armor preps, but I wouldn't stop at 16 food. I would allow myself to get 20 to 24, which then allowed me to make a couple mistakes and still ensure the kill. Because of this, I would consistently end kills with 5 to 6 food remaining, sometimes even more. But the times where I would accidentally screw up, I'd still get the kill. This allowed me to do 5 to 6 hour sessions, averaging 6 to 7 kills per hour. And so, from this point onwards, instead of doing 10 to 20 kills per day, I would now start doing 40 to 50. Kill count number 200 and... nothing. At this point, we're still only 2 armor seeds in, and obviously no enhanced. Until only 1 hour later, on kill number 207, we got our 3rd armor seed. Wait. That was a quick kill? I didn't even notice. Yo, let's go, we did it. And then, on kill number 212, I accidentally got the Grandmaster speedrunning time for Corrupted Gauntlet, a 6 minute 25 second kill. I did not plan on going for CA specifically, but because we got the Grandmaster speed time, I figured I might as well try to do the no armor CA as well, to finish all CAs for CG. And while it was extremely close, a few hours later, still the same day, on KC number 243, we finished all CAs. And of course, on that same kill, I managed to get a 1 in 50 normal weapon seed drop, which is the same drop rate as armor seed, so it's just straight miserable. But hey, on the bright side, all of the Corrupted Gauntlet CAs are complete. And to finish off this productive day, a flat 250 KC and still 3 armor seeds. We're halfway there on armor seeds, and of course, just the 1 enhanced weapon seed was still needed. You might remember my stage 1 of the plan also including a full barrows set on top of the Bofa. This is because I knew I'd want some breaks from CG but still want to play, even if it's only an hour or 2 a day. And at the very least, barrows with or without a Bofa is not a huge difference, so I decided to get started on that grind. To begin, I runecrafted some Wrath runes for Air Surge, since air spells are 50% stronger against the Barrows brothers nowadays. The strategy here is to Air Surge every Barrows brother except for Arims, because he's a mage. So I would use my melee switch since Magic Shortbow was my best range weapon. A lot of people ask me why I didn't kill any skeletons or anything in the tunnels for a higher drop percentage, and the reason is it only affects the quantity of runes that you receive, which I do not care about. If I want more Wrath runes, or Death runes, or honestly whatever rune, I'll just runecraft them myself. I just want a full armor set here, do the diary step, and then never come back. My 3rd chest ever, I got an Arim's rope top. This is actually a beneficial upgrade since the magic rework, as it has a 1% damage bonus on it. KC number 19. Guthin's War Spear. 33rd kill. Carol's Leather Top. Toreg's Plate Body on KC number 38. Number 52, Varrac's Flail. Bear in mind, any drop we get that is not a duplicate is good. We need to equip any set for the diary, so being even just one of 4 pieces of multiple sets in the beginning is a good start. Number 65, Varrac's Brassard. This is my first set that I'm 2 out of 4 pieces on. I did that thing where I forgot to record, but on KC number 70, I got a double chest. Not only did I get a double chest, but I got an Arim's staff and an Arim's rope skirt, leaving that set to 3 out of 4 pieces. On top of that being my first 3 out of 4 set, I actually will use both of these items as upgrades. The Arim's staff alone has a 5% damage buff to it, giving me a new max hit when air surging these dudes. Then, of course, the skirt. Similar to the rope top, it's an extra 1% damage. Unfortunately, although probably deserved, after that double chest, I hit my dry streak, and I'm now at 100 chests with no other items. Remember how I said I wanted to prioritize CG, and maybe only do an hour or 2 of this per day? Well, this 100 KC session was actually all done in a row, but there is a good reason for it. You see, that morning, I purposely scheduled a raid session with a couple friends and hoped to get Rigger to speed up my CG kills. Because it's probably going to be a while before I want to learn raids, I figured I would try to buy a couple boosts and hope to get lucky and come back to learn it at a later date, since I can afford it anyway. The boosted raids take about 2 hours long, and it gives me a 65% chance at a purple drop or a unique. While they do the killing in the raid, I focus on fishing food for the team for most of the 2 hours. When my teammates eat this food, I gain points towards my chance at a unique. Should I roll a unique, I have a 1 in 3.45 chance for it to be a deck scroll for Rigger. So, wish me luck. I got a purple? I got a dex! Let's fucking go, dude! My first raid in. I am done. With Rigger learned, CG was about to get infinitely more fun. And I couldn't even wait until the next day, so that very night at KC number 282, I got my 4th armor seed. And the next morning, we hit 300 kill count. Followed by kill number 350, which we still had no luck on. Kill number 389, we got our 5th armor seed. We are now so close to the 400 mark, which is the weapon seed drop rate. I am getting very hopeful at this point to at the very least finish off the 6 armor pieces. And then on kill number 394, we finally got our 6th armor seed. We are officially just waiting for an enhanced weapon seed. Next KC number 395. Another armor seed? What is going on? Why do I have 3 armor seeds today in like 10 KC? And then after this kill, I'm officially dry. Kill number 400 and still no enhanced. At this point though, knowing I was done with all the armor seeds, I was feeling hopeful. I went to bed ready to grind the next day for 10 hours. Oh, yeah, we just got the Bofa, so we're done. Kill number 408. I really just didn't expect to be done that fast, so I was kind of thrown off. But now we can move on with our list. Well, to finish step 1, we do need to complete a Barrows set. We do also have the option to start Calphite Queen, Demonics. We can use this bow in so many different places. We completed the set at the boss every mid-game Iron Man fears to go dry at. This is a great ending to today's episode. So, as always everybody, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. Comment down below, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.